What's up everyone, Master Fox here today, and I'm bringing you a discussion of the July 1st OCG ban list. But before I get into that, I just want to update you guys on the second episode of History of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I know that's a highly anticipated series. Well, I've completely finished the second episode of History of Yu-Gi-Oh! So you guys will have that to look forward to. I just have to review it, and then it should be up by tomorrow, so look out for that. And this one's a little bit longer than the first one, but that's just because there's so much to talk about. I hope you guys will enjoy it, and I think it's actually much better than the first. So with that out of the way, let's get into the OCG ban list discussion. For July 1st, the OCG changed nothing about their ban list. And this is actually surprising because it's as if they don't want to change anything about their metagame. But I have a few theories about this. I think the lack of changes has to do with Worlds coming up in late July or early August, sometime around there. Don't quote me on that though. But I think the reason that they're not changing the ban list is just to prevent any sort of meta shift before Worlds. Because Worlds is kind of complicated due to the separate ban lists and having to combine them. Any further ban list changes would compound this. So I think a lot of it has to do with Worlds, and the OCG doesn't really want to touch it. The second theory, and the more radical theory, is that the ban lists are possibly merging. And with this, it would mean that the TCG would change more towards the OCG. While I don't think this is likely, this is entirely possible for the TCG and OCG to merge once again. So where do I sit in terms of a game merge? I'm actually in favor of the game merging overall, but this is with some certain qualifications before. These prerequisites entail that the card pools merge as well, because we all know that if the ban lists merge without the card pools merging, all that will happen is that we'll get a ban list that caters to the OCG meta without much consideration towards the TCG meta, and that's what we had pre-September 2013. And that wasn't very good for us because essentially we would just get what the OCG got, but a format later. So that doesn't really help us because it lets decks run rampant for too long of a period of time, and it kind of ignores what's happening in the TCG. I would be in favor of a merge so long as the card pools and the games essentially merge into one. Frankly, I've never understood why the OCG and TCG remain separate as they are, because Konami's a global company. They could very easily merge the game into one, but they choose not to. A lot of it might have to do with the OCG being a test market, as people would say, with Konami using the OCG to determine essentially what cards are really powerful and worth more to kind of rarity bump them over in the TCG. While this is largely unconfirmed, it seems like it could be a possible theory. I don't know. I won't really comment much more on that. So that's pretty much it to the July 1st OCG ban list. I mean, there's no changes, so there's nothing there. I wonder what's going to happen with the TCG ban list, though. With this, though, I have two predictions for the TCG ban list. It's either going to be a very radical list that shifts the TCG metagame, or it's going to be very similar to the OCG list and change very little to nothing. So these are my thoughts on the July 1st OCG ban list. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up. And that's it for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.